Someone said, Tim, if anybody believes that the Democratic Party is the answer, they are a fool. I know literally no one, and I know a lot of black people in the real world that believe the Democratic Party is the answer for America's problems, let alone black America's problems. I know 0 people that believe that. I definitely do not believe that. But what I do know, Johnson, I do know we have a system in place. Someone gets elected every 4 years. We try to pry our issues onto that table. And we got to fight to do that because we have kids. So us trying to get our issues raised in the party that we 90% vote for is not ludicrous. But no, I don't believe that the Democratic Party is the answer to a lot of problems. Shit, drinking more water and more sleep is the answer to a lot of problems. So no, I do not believe that the Democratic Party is the answer to our problems. Now, said the other way too, anyone who believes that just saying fuck the Democrats, that's not the answer to the problem either. And that's the problem. There are people that believe just saying fuck Democrats is the answer to the problem. That ain't the answer to the problem. That ain't gonna solve anything. All you've done is said fuck the Democrats. What does that change? Hillary was very much unliked, and they still ran her and lost, and we got Trump. Now, you may think, obviously, I'm not going to say what you think, but. So the Democrats are very much aware and very much willing to lose. That's the rub to all of this. So you saying, hey, I got an idea. We just won't vote. I understand it, I respect it, and that is your right. It is your right not to vote if you choose not to vote. Or you can vote independent. I've done that a couple of times. But let's not act like that's the solution either. It's not. That's why it's so fucked up, bro. Do you understand that's why it's so fucked up? Because you just saying, I'm not going to involve myself. That ain't solving it. Because guess what, Johnson? Half the country's already doing that, Johnson. And this is still the country that you have. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Is that making sense to you, bro? Half the country doesn't vote now. So now you're going to add yourself to that bucket. Look, like I said, that's your right, and I respect it. I can't tell you it's the wrong thing to do. I won't tell you it's the wrong thing to do. But what I'm telling you is, it don't fix shit. Okay? Now, having a voting block, this is what we were saying. We say having a voting block that they will want to have that is cohesive enough with certain demands might be able to eke out some beneficial policies for itself. Not unlike union representation. Okay? But these are just thoughts, brother. Okay? But I feel where you're coming from. But I don't know if you're new to this channel, but there is absolutely no one in the Tim Black household, Tim Black's friendships, Tim Black's extended family that I know of that believes the answer to the problems are Democrats. None of us believe that. Nobody I know, nobody I sleep with, eat with, speak to on the phone, hang out with, kick it with, even think that way. So I don't know why. I think it's just internet. Too many internet, like too much MSNBC, CNN. And we start thinking that everybody believes that. Most people, for real, a large amount of people in America don't give a shit about politics. Politics to them is something to be forgotten. They avoid politics. So, now, man. Ty says she's a registered Democrat because they're more closely aligned with my views. So they say. So they say. And Ty, I respect that as well. Go with God. Do what you think is right. That's all we can all do is do what we think is right. I understand your point of view. My thing is this, just keep in mind. They're more aligned on paper. Don't get me wrong. When you have a Republican Party that does not give a shit. The Republican Party does not give a damn about your broke ass. Republican Party is very upfront about their interests. Superficial shit like apple pie, gun rights, less taxes, and helping corporations. Very simple and a strong defense. Both parties support the defense budget. Overspending on defense. Okay? But just know that the Republican Party, neither party is looking out for our best interest. So when you're up against a Republican Party that wouldn't piss on you to put you out if you were on fire, right? And you say these people are more in line with my interests, that's not saying a whole lot. But once again, back to what I said to my earlier person, at the end of the day, someone's going to get elected. Someone's going to occupy that position. I think for some of these folks, they feel a sense of camaraderie. Yeah, their lives are kind of empty. You know what I mean? Like they want something to belong to, something to be involved in, something they want to fight back. They're upset. They're angry. Things didn't work out the way they wanted to. I mean, let's just keep it real, Johnson. This idea of a white picket fence and 2.2 dogs, or a ham in every pot, or a chicken in every pot, or whatever the hell, this American dream shit ain't exactly the way they made it look on the movies. Yeah, for a lot of people, it's not turning out that way. The kids are hooked on meth. Their wife left them. The job left. They're working at Home Depot and Uber. And their basement got flooded. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all these problems. And now they converted the cars. You can't even work on your own car like you used to. Remember when you used to be able to change your own shit? Now they done computerized everything. Like, America has stabbed them in the back and they're upset. They're like, ah! Then comes Donald Trump. And he's got the rhetoric of another time, Johnson. A time that harkens back. Everybody put his way. Way. Those were the days. Start hearing that Archie Bunker shit. My Gen Wires are like, what the hell is he talking about? Gen Zers, whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it. Like, what is he? Archie who? What? Archie? Who is this? Who is this Archie? And why does he have bunk in his name? That's real talk, man. I mean, I've known people my whole life who never voted. I know people that have never voted their entire lives. And it's not because they didn't have an ID either. They just didn't vote, Johnson. And will tell you boldly, like, man, I ain't doing that shit. For what? Whoever president, they won't change nothing for my life. I try to give them the local election spiel. Hey, but what about local elections? Your sheriff, your deputies, your council members, school districts. I shut up. Damn. Fuck the kids. Damn. I'll teach my kids at home if I had to. Oh, damn shit. Like, there are people like that, man. So we have a misconfigured. We need to reconfigure our outlook, our perception of really what's going on in the streets, in the real world, how people really feel. And what's important to real people. So, yeah, it's real talk. It's real talk, Johnson. Ed said, I don't know, Tim, 75 million people voted for Trump. No, I get that. But Trump's a different type of candidate. Trump got people that were angry. I pointed this out. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I pointed out that there were people who really don't consider themselves political, but they voted for Trump because of the buzzwords. See, that's what the Southern strategy does for you. When you start pitting, when you say, we gotta build this wall, all your problems are because of those people. We need to build this wall, and I'm gonna build that wall. And I ain't a corrupt politician. I got my own money. I don't even listen to these people. I don't even know. I don't rock. Meanwhile, he been best friends with the Clintons his whole life. His daughter and Chelsea Clinton, Ivanka and Chelsea used to have sleepovers and hang out. They've been at each other's weddings. They've been on that guy's plane together. Come on, man. Come on. But they don't know. These people that aren't political, living somewhere in Kentucky or, I don't know, Missouri, I don't know. You know, they come out of the woodwork like, what's going on? They come out the darkness all of a sudden. What's going on? Politics. And they just see Trump with a red hat on going, I'm going to fix it all. Like, what's going to fix it all? Yeah. Remember that job you wanted to have? They took it from you. Who took my job? That lip get to quivering. Who took my job? You mean the Mexican took my job? Sign me up. A lot of these voters were one-issue voters. Yeah. They got out of bed for one reason. Build that wall. Build that wall. People, and look, people voted for Joe Biden. They got out of bed for one reason too. To stop Trump. Let's get it twisted. Joe Biden ain't exactly Mr. Popularity. I mean, you may see a lot of things in this world. You may hear a lot of different sounds. You may hear a monkey play guitar. You may hear a sea otter on bass and an ostrich on drums. But you ain't gonna never hear a motherfucker say, we got booze, we got pretty ladies, we got guys with weed. You know what we really need though? We need Joe Biden in here telling long winding stories that don't have endings. Damn, man, I wish I would have thought of that. You're right, man. Hey, man, put the weed up. Somebody get Joe Biden here. That'll really make this get together a party. Nah, man, because nobody. No one's excited about Joe Biden except people that wanted to get a job working for Joe Biden. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. That's all. Bunch of old-ass boys with walkers and shit. Keep it a buck, Johnson. God, listen. Hey, it's okay to say you voted for Joe Biden. Like I said, it wasn't that many people. It's not like I was on the ballot, Johnson. So anyway, that said, that would have been a better option. At least I would have went out with a fight. It would have been a very quick presidency, very short. But like, wow, we just swore in a real black man. He's a black man from Washington, D.C. His father's from D.C., his mother's from New York City. He's lived his whole life in the States. He went to public school. He doesn't have a degree. He said, but he does have a PhD in kicking someone's ass. And he's going to be our 46th. Pow! Everybody just stand by. Stand by. Shit. The vice president will be taking the place of Tim Black. Grand opening, grand closing. That's all I got. Nothing but love for you. Real Tim Black on Facebook and Twitter. Tim Black and that on Instagram. This is Pause with Tim Black. I see you on the next one. Subscribe, share, and become a part of it.